Good afternoon from the Alton Towers Resorts, where it is time for our final construction update for Bluey The Ride. Here come the grannies.
So Bluey is going to be opening here at Alton Towers on Saturday the 28th of March, so less than 2 weeks to go till this coaster is going to be open.
It's the 11th roller coaster here at Alton Towers. Of course, it's located in CBeebies Land, and we've been following the construction of this since last summer when Postman Pat closed. We saw all that area cleared. Get Set Go got shortened, if you remember that. And here we are now in the final couple of weeks of construction. A lot of theming's gone in, lots more testing taking place, and it's looking really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the theming bits that have been put in, because I haven't actually seen them yet, and I've seen like photos and videos, so looking forward to seeing them in person.
Let's go and head round towards CBeebies Land, and we're going to start off with a little look at the queue line, because that actually starts outside the area. So yeah, let's go and see that first. And here we are then, over at CBeebies Land, the main entrance portal. Get Set Go that comes over the top. Hey, it's stopped raining now. The weather's been a bit miserable today. Hello.
You guys are warm.
It's Sunday when we're filming this, the second day of the season. Park's a lot quieter today than it was yesterday. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting some more rides in later on. But here we go. Here's a look at part of the queue line, which is actually a play area. So the main entrance to the queue for Bluey The Ride is just around the corner. We'll go and see that shortly. Then the queue line comes up into this area, which was previously a seating area for corner coffee. Now, in the opening day vlog from the park that we posted a couple of days ago, I mentioned how there's a new seating area. You can just see it above the bushes there, out the front of corner coffee. So yeah, that's why they've put that in, I'd imagine, because obviously this one's been took away for the queue line. But yeah, this has been here for as long as I remember, this terrace. But to be honest, it's quite a nice idea having this play equipment in the queue line. There it is. They haven't installed everything on the top there yet. Yeah, it's going to be a good idea, that is, to keep kids entertained. Similar idea to Laser Raiders at Legoland Windsor, the interactive dart ride. They've got an area where you can build Lego and stuff and then join back in the main queue. Mythica's got something similar, hasn't it, as well? So yeah, like they've brought that idea here to Alton Towers. Looks like that's got some wires, some cabling down there. So yeah, I'm not too sure what that's for. Speakers or some more interactives? Not too sure. But yeah, you've got all the little posts over at the side. So yeah, it's going to kind of open up in this part of the queue line. So I'm intrigued to see what that's going to look like when it's done. What a difference a day makes crowd-wise. I think the weather's been part of it. And also, it is Mother's Day when we are filming this as well.
It's my first Mother's Day. So nice.
So even though it's a few days late probably when you're watching this, happy Mother's Day or late Mother's Day to everybody out there.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Hey, hope you're having a lovely day. But yeah, here's a look at Bluey The Ride from here. I tell you what, I was very sceptical when they announced that Postman Pat was going to be coming out, and I still think it's sad that Postman Pat went, especially as it was a ride that the whole family could go on. It didn't have a height restriction, and obviously Bluey The Ride has got a height restriction of 0.9, still quite low, but not everybody can experience it, you know. So I was a little bit gutted when they did announce that, and then when we saw them shorten the track for Get Set Go, because obviously it used to go through the treehouse there, all round the back, where the coaster sits right now, and then it'll come down here and connect up just over there. So we did lose like half a ride and another full ride for this. So I was thinking, oh, you know what, I'm not too sure. Now it's in, I actually think from this angle, it looks absolutely fantastic. Like you've got the house just there, which looks great. You've got the big tree. That's the theming that we saw getting delivered on the admin car park, which is just behind these trees on Towers Street. It's a back of house area, a staff car park. What do you think to that?
I think it looks really good. I think they've done a really good job. I love the tree. It's massive, isn't it? Really like Bluey's house. I think they've done a really nice job. I look forward to seeing the finished result. And
that's going to mean as well, you're going to get a bit of a near miss element, like kind of like a head chopper element on there when you're coming around that corner, because it's quite close to the track, isn't it?
It is.
Which is going to be great. Now let's just carry on talking about the queue line down here now. So you've got some speakers that are all in place. And this is quite interesting because they've put in this pathway. I think that's more of an emergency access gate. It's funny because it actually follows the same path as where the Postman Pat track used to go around here, but there's a gate on there. So yeah, this looks to me maybe it's like an emergency gate in case like a queue line evac or anything like that, possibly. It might have another use, but that's what that looks like possibly to me. Here you've got this post that's gone in. That's clearly going to have CCTV cameras on, I'd imagine. Yeah, I wish that could have gone somewhere else. Could they not maybe put the cameras over on the building there or something, just so, you know, they didn't have to put this big pole in, unless it is for something else. But maybe there's going to be speakers up there as well, but then you have got some of the ground speakers here at the bottom. Really pleased that they've kept the pond in just here. That's really nice, because this is like an old feature from when it used to be the farmyard. So yeah, I'm very pleased that that has stayed in place. But no, it's looking really good from this angle. Lots of planting going in. You can see the tropical plants just there. Other parts of the queue line. So if you look to the right hand side of the lift hill, you've got like the covered canopies. That's the last part of the queue line before you head up to the station building. And yeah, they've built up the ground so much around here, like landscaping wise, and they're the steps obviously that go up to that play area. When we did a construction update earlier in the year, I was saying how they're going to put steps in there. They're all in now. This is obviously work in progress with the theming on this here. But yeah, they've got like just over a week and a half to go to get this finished off. So not too long, but you can almost see it finished now. Like there's not much left to do here. Just a little bit further around the side of the pond here now. All the queue line fencing, that looks good. And yeah, that's the final part of the queue heading up that way down to the station. But yeah, let's just talk about Bluey's house. I tell you what, I think the detail on that looks great. Really nice. Like probably one of the nicest new buildings we've seen Alton Towers build in quite a while, isn't it? That?
Yeah, I think that looks really good. Like I'm looking forward to seeing like if there's going to be something going in the window because it's like something inside.
Yeah.
But I think that looks excellent. They've done a really good job.
We can see like wiring and everything like that on the inside of that window. Is there going to be a screen or a scene or something in there, or is it going to get blocked in and it's just maybe like, I don't know, for the CCTV and speaker systems or something? I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks really nice nonetheless from outside. And this will be the entrance to the queue line. Signage up there as well. I think the sign could have been a little bit more grand.
So, yeah.
It is just quite a flat sign, isn't it? I would have liked a proper embossed sign, but still, it's got the palm tree next to it, which kind of makes the entrance like gateway going in just there. Get set for spring, get ready for next week. Little look over the fence there, just so you can see. Oh, the weather's much better this afternoon now. We only came up for the afternoon today because the weather has been awful earlier on, but yeah, luckily it's a lot better now. Now, of course, there's been a lot of comments since the track went in for this, saying, oh, why is the track green? Why are the supports green? Now, I think you get a good idea why. The reason why it's green and not blue is because this is to simulate. Obviously, you've got all the grass round. It's supposed to be like all the hills and the planting, and then you've got the tree up there with the T-shirt in just there. That looks good, doesn't it?
Some jeans.
Yeah, some jeans on the side, all the flowers. That is a big theming piece, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is massive.
You can see they're still working on the bottom of it there. To me, I think it looks like it probably came in sections, and then the like fiberglassing possibly over that now just to join everything together. But yeah, once that scaffolding comes down, you get a good idea on how close of a head chopper element that's going to be when you're coming around the corner here. Yeah, that looks really good. Well, this shows there's going to be something inside Bluey's house because they've got like an extractor fan down there for ventilation on the sides. That's quite interesting. You've also got some speakers up there on the top. I do like the fact they're coloured to match that top part of the building as well, with it being, is it red, pink? Yeah, we'll go for one of the two. What would you say, red or pink that?
I'd probably say pink, you
You
know.
reckon? Yeah. Whatever it is, it matches anyway. It's not like they're just black speakers on there or something and look out of place. But no, it looks really nice, that does. And then yeah, we've got the fake grass underneath there, which, you know, hopefully they're going to do something with the edge just to finish that off a little bit better. But then you've got all the landscaping down here, very tropical. I do like it. Well, you got to think Bluey in Australia, so that's why I've probably gone for that.
I do have to say, I don't like the finish of this.
No.
It's just mud with some like.
It'll grow in, it'll grow in though.
It'll grow in, but for the initial look, I don't think it looks the best. I think everything else looks really nice, but this planting just looks like a mud pile.
It is hard though, when you put new planting in, especially with the weather that we've had, it's got to grow in. You've got like these trees as well. There's a few full trees that are going to grow around here. I think there's 3 or 4 that we can see down here. But yeah, like you've got to think it's going to take a bit of time.
Once it grows, it will look fine.
Yeah, by like later in the year, after a nice summer, hopefully, this will all grow in and look pretty good. And just a little bit further along here now, looking at the back of Bluey's house. I like the fact they've gone for all the tropical plants and stuff though, especially here as you come a little bit further along. Very tropical. Another look at the big tree centrepiece. I've got to say, I think that looks great. And it's so weird looking at this land built up because when it was Postman Pat, it was flat. You may have noticed when you were driving into Alton Towers by the main entrance known as Farley Gate, there was a bit of construction work going on in the field there. It was all because a lot of that land has been like used for bringing mud over to here to really build this back up again. Like they've been digging that and building up the land over here, which I think has been quite fascinating because this was flat. Like Postman Pat used to be even with the footpath. And obviously they've really built it up down here. More speakers, got lots of speakers around. There's a couple here, there's quite a few down in the ride area closer. And you can see the final part of the queue line there. So you see the blue fence, and then it's got the covers. Interesting, on the covers, there's some black cabling tied up there. So is there going to be, I don't know, some lighting? Or that's another thing. Are we going to see this have some permanent lighting put on? Because with new edition like Toxicator, they put on the permanent lighting. Nemesis Reborn, they put it in as well.
So with this, I'd be interested to see, because a lot of the time when the parks open later, CBeebies Land shuts at 5. Are they going to be keeping this open? I'd like to hope so, because people are going to want to do it at night, aren't they?
Well, yeah, especially like this season at least. So, but yeah, I'm interested in what they're going to do with the edge of the fake grass. That's the bit for me what I'm not keen on. Where like the fake grass ends and then it goes to this. Obviously in a few years that won't matter because it'll grow over, but initially what are they going to do there? You can't see my handprints now from when we had that tour. Literally where that scaffolding is on the mound there, we had a construction tour and we was able to put our handprints in, which was quite cool. And then you got the washing line. So yeah, this is quite nice. Look how close it gets to the track there.
Very close.
Like it does, doesn't it? I hope they measured it right. I'm sure they have. But yeah, that's a proper like near miss element when you're coming down there. Real head chopper, which is going to be great. And yeah, the clothesline goes all the way across on both sides there as well. But yeah, the tree's my favourite bit of theming. I think that looks excellent. I like the fact it's a nice full ride area. More big trees that have gone in down here as well. More speakers. And a little bit further down, even more speakers. It's going to sound good, this, you know, definitely. And we've got some more speakers. Them ones are blue to match with the station up there on the top. And then let's just talk a bit about the station itself, because I think in general, this project, everything over this way, like Bluey's house and the tree and the theming, all looks really good. The station, however, I've got to say, I just think it looks like a box. It pretty much is a box, isn't it? We've got a couple of clouds up there on the top, a little bit of design here on the side to match the grass, but I wish they'd have done more with the station. You can tell that's kind of where the budget ran out there. I'm sure there was probably other ideas for the station, but yeah, it doesn't look the best in my opinion. It's like what's going on with the green paint on this front section. I'm really not sure. Hopefully that's not finished yet. And then you've got the doors. They look good. You've got like the doors on the front there, the green and white doors. And then you can just see the brown fencing. That's the staircase, what goes up to the station. But yeah, it looks very bland. Could be possibly my second least favourite station on the park. You know what I'm going to say first, don't you? Definitely the Smiler.
Oh,
the Smiler
no,
station's like horrible.
Dirty. But the thing is with this, it just looks like a tin shed with some festoon lighting in there.
Yeah.
They could have just done so much more, but obviously they've run out of budget.
I think so. When you look at like Bluey's house down there and then you look at the tree, it looks absolutely fantastic. And then the station really isn't looking great there. You've also got the hose pipe there in the middle and like a big splatter over there at the side. Do you recognise any of this from Bluey? We have been watching a bit of Bluey, haven't we?
Yeah, but not loads of it. Very new to Bluey.
Yeah, I've just been watching it a little bit. I don't think George's a massive fan of Bluey, to be honest. He likes the Wiggles though. So he likes something from Australia. Like, he loves the Wiggles.
Absolutely loves the Wiggles. Like we have it on, he's like there with the songs and stuff. It's brilliant.
Yeah, we all like the Wiggles. It's great. But I have got some more testing footage. It's a Sunday we're filming this. I don't think there's any work team here today or any testing. But there was yesterday, and I did get some updated testing footage. So I'll put that in for you shortly so you can see that. More tropical plants. Is that staying in the pot there, do you reckon? Yeah, it looks like it maybe is. Some landscaping at the side. And the landscaping just kind of ends down here. But then you've got this mound, which has still got some brackets on the top.
Something going on there.
I think so. Like there's got to be a statue or something on there. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen like a Bluey and Bingo statue. I know they're on the train, but maybe that's the thing, because of the story, they're actually on the train. That's probably why. But
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what does go on there, because it's like gone in order. So
yeah.
I'm guessing this one will have something in soon.
I think so. But I do feel like this landscaping down the bottom end there is going to grow in really nice over the next few years. But yeah, the station is definitely the weakest part of the project. Kids aren't going to be bothered. Like, let's be honest. Like, George, when you can ride it, you're not going to mind, are you, that there's festoons in there? But I think for the overall quality of it, like, yeah, you see it from a bit further back, literally it is a tin shed. At least it's got a station. I mean, Octonaut still doesn't have a proper station roof or anything, does it? Which seems mad in the UK climate. But yeah, look at that. It's literally festoon lights hanging up from the ceiling and some speakers in there, and that is about it. Like, it looks very, very budget inside. I can't even see theming on the walls. Hopefully there's more to do, but Also, what was the idea of this on the top as well? Like we had that little metal bracket and nothing really has happened with that. So I don't know, maybe there is more to come on the station. I certainly do hope so. This bit doesn't look too bad, like the exit steps. So you'll exit on this side, up them steps, over the bridge, which is all brand new, all new infrastructure, and then down the steps there as well. You know, you've got a little bit of theming on the top up there. And then you've got some more of the fake grass all down here. But there we go. That's a look at Bluey the Ride. Like a week and a half to go until opening. Hopefully there's a bit more to be done with both the interior and exterior of the station, but I'm definitely very pleasantly surprised with the tree at Bluey's house. The queue line as well is looking pretty good, and I think the landscape, I know like you say it doesn't look the best now, but it's only gone in a few days ago, hasn't it? So
it's got to grow in, because at the moment it looks like a mud pit.
Well, I'll put in some testing footage for you now that I captured yesterday from a few different angles of Bluey the Ride here at Alton Towers, opening on March the 28th. Well, there we go, some testing footage from Bluey the Ride yesterday with the blue skies and sunshine. It's looking really good though.
I think it looks really good, and the kids are going to absolutely love this. You see kids walking past like, oh, it's Bluey, so I'm looking forward to seeing it when we do get to come on it when we're back from our trip.
Yeah, like I say, we're not going to be here for the opening day, but we'll look forward to riding it like a couple of weeks after it's open, coming down here and seeing it all. And just I think it'll like quite a nice kinetic energy. That's what I was a bit worried about losing Postman Pat. He used to walk around that corner and there was a lot of movement with Pat's vans going by, Get Set Go overhead, but actually how they've built this up, and it's a bigger ride than initially from the plans, I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to the park. The Bluey brand, you know, is very popular.
Huge, like everybody loves it.
You got to think as well, like Bluey's coming to the Disney parks as well. In America, like Disney have got the rights to Bluey there, so it basically means that Bluey's in the Disney parks as well. So it's everywhere.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Bluey is absolutely everywhere. She is very, very popular. But still, let us know if you're going to be here for the opening day. If you are, I hope you have a fantastic time. And of course, we'll cover it in detail when we're back from our trip to Disneyland Paris for World of Frozen.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Hey, it's going to be great. Anyway, we'll be back at Alton Towers this week. It's Sunday when we're filming this. Obviously, this has gone on a couple of days after. But we are going to be back for a really quiet day. Wednesday's looking good, isn't it?
Let's get some quiet rides in, hopefully.
Yeah, because the park's shut basically Monday, Tuesday now. The park's closed for 2 closed days. Then it's open all the way through till, well, pretty much the end of the season. But we should have some pretty quiet days before Easter on the weekdays. So we're definitely going to be back for one of them. And we'll talk about the rides, because we've not really been on the rides yet, you know, other than Nemesis.
I look forward to getting back on them.
Yeah, definitely. But we're going to have an evening off camera now, just getting a few rides in. It's so quiet tonight, and we'll make the most of it. But thank you very much for joining us as always. And that leaves me one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. Bye, everyone.